welcome back to Car Alerts, the home of passionate, in-depth car reviews that cut through the fluff and give you exactly what you need to know. Today, we're diving into a car that doesn't just aim to impress, it lives to thrill. This is the 2025 Porsche 718 Boxster. And if you're thinking it's just another pretty convertible, hold that thought. By the end of this video, you'll know exactly why the Boxster remains one of the most focused and balanced roadsters on the planet. Exterior. Let's start with that unmistakable exterior presence. From the moment you see the 2025 Boxster, it commands attention, but not in a loud or aggressive way. This car speaks in fluent Porsche. Up front, it's got that familiar wide stance, sculpted hood, and rounded headlights that give it a classic yet aggressive edge. The LED matrix headlights are now sharper than ever, subtly updated to reflect Porsche's evolving design language without drifting too far from its roots. The front air intakes are larger and more defined, improving cooling while adding a layer of visual drama. It's clean, minimalist, and perfectly proportioned. Unmistakably Porsche, yet unmistakably modern. As you move to the side, the 718's mid-engine layout becomes beautifully obvious. That classic cab rearward stance, short front overhang, wide rear hips makes the car look poised, athletic, and ready to pounce. The side profile is sculpted, with deep intakes just ahead of the rear wheels, feeding air into the turbocharged engine. There's a new wheel design for 2025, with standard 19-inch alloys or optional 20-inch forged wheels depending on your trim. The soft top roof folds neatly into a compact rear section in just 9 seconds and can be operated at speeds up to 31 pf. It's this kind of attention to usability and engineering finesse that sets Porsche apart. Around back, the 2025 Boxster stays true to the sporty DNA of its lineage. You get slim LED taillights with a distinctive 3D effect, connected by a sleek black trim piece carrying the Porsche lettering. The integrated spoiler rises automatically at speed, not just for looks but for added downforce and stability. Quad exhaust tips tucked into a clean aerodynamic rear diffuser hint at the performance potential that lies beneath. Everything looks tight, lean, and purposeful, like every millimeter was sculpted for performance and aesthetics in equal measure. Interior. Now step inside and it's immediately clear that the Boxster isn't just a driver's car. It's a Porsche through and through. The 2025 update brings a slightly more digital layout, but don't worry, Porsche hasn't gone full touchscreen madness. You still get tactile buttons and that satisfying driver-focused cockpit feel. The center console remains low and clean, while the gear selector is short and precise. The new 10.9-inch infotainment screen now runs Porsche Communication Management 7. It's faster, more intuitive, and supports wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. The materials are absolutely premium. Standard trims come with partial leather and Alcantara, while higher trims or custom orders give you full Napa leather, contrast stitching, and carbon fiber or aluminium accents. The seats are snug, sporty, and supportive, just what you'd expect in a performance roadster. And Porsche being Porsche, even the door handles feel engineered to perfection. There's minimal cabin noise thanks to excellent insulation and the clever design of the roof system. Even with the top-down, wind management is top tier, making this a convertible you'll actually want to drive with the roof open, not just pose with. Storage is better than you might expect. Thanks to the mid-engine layout, you get a front trunk or frunk with about 5.2 cubic feet of space, plus another 4.4 cubic feet in the rear trunk. It's enough for a couple of weekend bags or a grocery run, making this surprisingly practical for a two-seater sports car. Performance. But let's get into the real reason you're here, the way this car performs. The 2025 Porsche 718 Boxster offers a few different flavors depending on how spicy you like your ride. The base model gets a 2-liter turbocharged flat 4, producing 300 horsepower and 280 pound-feet of torque. That's good for a 0 to 60 time of around 4.9 seconds with the PDK dual-clutch transmission or 5.1 with the 6-speed manual. The Boxster T uses the same engine but pairs it with lightweight elements and sport-tuned suspension for a purer driving feel. Then there's the Boxster S, which ups the ante with a 2.5-liter turbo flat 4, making 350 horsepower and 309 pound-feet of torque. This drops the 0 to 60 time to just 4.4 seconds. or 4.2 with PDK. And if you're really hungry for more, there's the Boxster GTS 4, which ditches the turbos in favor of a glorious, naturally aspirated 4-liter flat 6. It makes 394 horsepower and 309 pound-feet of torque. This version sings all the way to 7,800 RPM and hits 60 mph in just 3.8 seconds with the PDK or about 4 with the manual. It's the enthusiast's dream, precise, thrilling, and utterly addictive. Every version of the 2025 Boxster comes with razor-sharp handling. The steering is electrically assisted but beautifully weighted, with that typical Porsche directness and clarity. You always know what the front wheels are doing. The mid-incenium balance means cornering is flat and stable, and the chassis communicates everything in high definition. Whether you're carving up canyon roads or cruising along the coast, the Boxster delivers a driving experience that's pure and engaging. Ride comfort, surprisingly, is excellent. Thanks to Porsche Active Suspension Management, standard on the GTS and optional on others, the Boxster can adapt from firm and sporty to comfortable and composed with the push of a button. It makes this a car you can enjoy daily, not just on weekends. Fuel economy varies depending on the engine and transmission combo. The base Turbo 4 gets around 22 mpg city and 29 highway, while the GTS 4 sits closer to 17 city and 24 highway. Not exactly Prius numbers, but respectable for a car designed with driving pleasure at its core. Let's talk price. The 2025 Porsche 718 Boxster starts at around $72,000 for the base model. The Boxster T adds about $5,000 more, while the Boxster S starts near $84,000. The GTS 4 sits at the top, coming in just over $101,000. Add in options and, let's be honest, Porsche's options list is long and tempting, and you could easily find yourself pushing past $120K. But here's the thing, every dollar you spend goes into something tangible. Whether it's adaptive dampers, upgraded brakes, better seats, or just more power, the Boxster earns its price tag by delivering a world-class driving experience. The warranty is decent, with 4 years or 50,000 miles of coverage, plus 24-hour roadside assistance. Porsche also offers prepaid maintenance plans if you want to keep ownership costs predictable. So who is the 2025 Porsche 718 Boxster really for? It's not just for people who want a fast convertible. It's for those who appreciate balance, the kind of balance you get when every element of a car is tuned to work in harmony. It's fear thinking about making the jump into a 2-seat sports car that looks stunning, drives like a dream, and carries the legacy of one of the most respected names in performance. The 2025 Porsche 718 Boxster should absolutely be on your radar. From its timeless design and well-crafted interior to its razor-sharp handling and exhilarating engines, this car is more than the sum of its parts. It's an experience, one that doesn't get old no matter how many times you drop the top and hit the road. That's it for today's review. If you enjoyed this deep dive and want more honest, detailed takes on the world's most exciting cars, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that bell icon so you never miss an alert. Drop your thoughts in the comments. Would you go for the GTS or save a few bucks with the S? Let us know what you'd pick and why. This has been Car Alerts, where performance meets passion. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you on the next drive.